Hi, it's Charlotte, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have another blush testing video, and I think I said this in my last one. I went on a bit of a blush spending splurge, as I got a lot of comments and views on my nude sticks blush review, so I feel like a lot of people found that quite helpful. So now every time I buy blush, I'm probably just going to review it because it's the thing that I buy the most, and I don't know, it's something I enjoy testing out more than anything else. And yeah, today I'm actually testing out the Flower Beauty blush bombs. Yeah, I actually am going to be testing these out against the Glossier cloud paints because I just thought the packaging is so similar, and maybe this is a dupe for it, who knows. So yeah, if you'd like to see that, then please carry on watching. So these blush bombs, that's what they're called, I got these from Superdrug, like I got my ELF blushes, and these retail for $8.99, although it says currently they're $5.99, so I mean, if you can do that. I got them on 3 for 2 again, so I got 3 because I got one for free. $8.99. I think the Glossier cloud paints retail for £15. So if I'm going to be honest, neither are that expensive. It's not that bad. The only thing is that these are probably a lot easier to get a hold of. You can go into Superdrug, whereas the Glossier ones you have to buy online. And I mean, they are still half the price. You are still saving a bit of money. These, what shades did I get in these? Okay, yeah, I got the shades Pinched, Cinnamon and Melon. I wasn't too sure shade wise because honestly I feel like with so many things, especially these, I was seeing people's swatches and they looked completely different to like the shades on the boxes, so I was like, I'm just going to judge it based off these swatches and hope that I like these shades. In terms of Glossier cloud paints, I honestly love the Glossier cloud paints. I have 2 of them. I have the shades Beam and Dusk, and these are currently my favourite blushes, which is why I was really excited to test these against the Flower Beauty ones. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open all these up and show you some swatches, and then I'll put them on my cheeks. There is a lot of packaging to these. Was this plastic really necessary? Like, they're already in a box. Right, I think I'm going to start with the shade Pinched, as I think this is one of the shades I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to get that shade because it looks like a pinky peachy nudie shade is what I'm going to say. Who knows what actual shade is going to come out. They are a little bit different to the Glossier packaging. I'm sorry, I don't think, have I even held it up? I have. This is the Glossier versus the Flower Beauty. In fact, how much do we get in each one? The Glossier you get 10ml, and in the Flower Beauty you get 9ml. Even though it looks bigger, you actually get more in the Glossier one. You get this weird like little test tube at the end of it, which is interesting. There we go. Can you see that shade there? I actually think that is pretty true to colour, don't we think? That is exactly kind of what I thought it would be. I love that so much. I would honestly say that is possibly like my perfect blush shade. It's definitely more peachy than pinky. That's exactly what I love in a blush. So that is Pinched. It feels, what would I say it feels compared to the Glossier ones? I want to say it's a bit thinner consistency. I will swatch my Glossier ones underneath after I've swatched these ones, so I can like say what I think the texture is like, and also so you can see the difference of shades. I obviously don't have all the Glossier shades. Next we've got the shade Cinnamon, which definitely looks more like a brownie nude. I think I'm excited for the shade. Again, this is something I'm a little bit scared. I'm like, I hope it's not too dark. I'm hoping it's a really cute shade that blends out. Okay, that literally looks like hot chocolate. I mean, I actually again think it's true to shade. I don't know what pictures I was looking at online, but whenever I was looking at people's swatches it looked completely different. But I'm actually very happy to say they match the packaging perfectly. That looks dark. That makes me scared for this shade. So I got this shade Melon, which here looks like a fluorescent pink, and I was like, oh, I'm sure it's not that fluorescent. I'm sure it's more of like a, or maybe it'll be a bit more on the reddy side. Now I'm a little bit worried because I actually think it might be this shade. Here we go, folks. That is Melon. Do you know what? I'm excited. I feel like that is bright. I feel like with a tan summer, this could be the one. It could be the one, and we'll find out. I actually think I'm now going to swatch the Glossier ones beneath. I actually think in my Glossier testing video, I don't think I actually swatched these. I think I just used them. This one is in the shade Dusk. I actually think they're honestly identical textures. I thought the Flower Beauty one was a little bit thinner, but actually I think they're identical textures. It is a little bit more on the caramelly brown side rather than hot chocolate that we've got up here. And then we've got Beam. I love this shade so much. I apologise for my awful swatches. That is Beam there. You can see that the Glossier blushes that I've gone for have been quite subtle nude shades, and then we have these ones up here. It kind of makes me think that I should compare Pinched to Beam, because they're like the most similar. I think I might compare those two shades, possibly add Melon on top, just to see how wild she is. There we go, that's a little close-up, just in case you couldn't see the shades too well before. So I think what I'm first going to do is go in with my Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk, and I'm going to do it on this cheek. I obviously can't do brush sponge comparison, but honestly just usually switch between the two anyway. I've been using a brush a lot recently, so I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to do the Glossier on this cheek. There we go, that is the Glossier Cloud Paint, which I absolutely love, and I feel like I actually went a little bit overboard with. Try and dull that down a little bit. And then we're going to go in with the shade Pinched, which I think is the closest shade to the Glossier one, and I'm going to just go in with that in the other cheek. My god, that is so much easier to blend out. Not that the Glossier ones are hard to blend out. I feel like the Flower Beauty ones are just a little bit more dewy, slightly less thick, and it just blended in so much more seamlessly. And also, those shades look so different swatched, but now I feel like they look pretty similar. Or was it just me? I really, really like that. It's super, super cute. I might put like a tiny, tiny bit on my nose. I'm not sure whether to go in with Pinched or Melon on top. Just like to add a little bit more. I think I might go in with Melon. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm like, I just want to see what this colour's like, so we might go in with like one dot. Look how much one dot does, oh my god. Right, so the verdict with Flower Beauty, especially when you get to like the brighter, darker colours, because I felt like with Pinched, I put quite a bit on, but because it's quite a light colour, I feel like you can. Whereas with Melon, you need to be a bit more light-handed. I think this calls for some freckles because I look so sunburned right now. So I'm just going to do a couple of freckles. So there we go, that is the end of this video and me testing the Flower Beauty blush bombs. I love them so much. Absolutely a dupe to the Glossier Cloud Paints. The only thing I would say is that the shade range is different. I don't think either brand has like a similar shade. I mean, I say that, the two shades I used to begin with, they look really different, but actually on the cheeks they did look pretty similar. And if anything, they're a little bit more dewy, a bit more blendable. Maybe if you had more oily skin, maybe you'd prefer the Cloud Paints, because I do feel like the Flower Beauty ones are a little bit more dewy, a little bit more on the oilier side, if you know what I mean, which is why they're so blendable. I think I'm just going to continue to use both because I think they're both pretty affordable, to be fair, but if you weren't wanting to get the Glossier Cloud Paints, I definitely think they're a dupe, and I'm so glad I love them. I love the shade range. You do have to be careful with them, don't you? I feel like you think, or at least I think with cream blush, oh, you have to use quite a lot because like they blend really easily. I mean, that's what I think with my Glossier ones, that's what I think with most of my cream blushes, but with the Flower Beauty ones, you literally need like a dot, which is good because it means probably that you'll never finish the product and it will last a really long time. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!